The Packers hosted their 4th annual Salute to Service tournament this morning, a flag football competition between branches of the armed forces. Our Valerie Juarez talked to one father about what this day meant for him.
The Packers take pride in supporting and celebrating our servicemen and servicewomen. So as their way to say thank you, they hosted a flag football tournament, with each branch of the military represented. The winners received a $2,500 donation. The runner-ups got $1,500. And 3rd through 5th place teams received a $500 donation.
We can't do enough to show our appreciation for the sacrifices that they make for us, and to be able to have the freedoms that we have, to be able to play football on Sundays over in Lambeau Field and to have fans in the stands.
But before the tournament began, they had a flag presentation honoring Gold Star families who have lost a loved one while serving in the military or as a result of their service. George Lutz, a Gold Star father, took the opportunity to share some words about his son, who was just 25 years old at the time he died serving in Iraq.
So when my son came to me and he said, "Dad, I joined the Army," and I said, "Well, there's a war going on and you could get hurt." And he said, "Well, I know, but I have a skill and a talent and I can make a difference and we're needed," right? Very selfless statement. And I gave him a hug, I told him I loved him, and I said, "Keep your head down, right? Be careful." But he didn't get to come home, right? He served his country to the full measure.
His son was named after him. They called him Tony. Leaving so soon, Tony left his young legacy behind.
He had 2 children who at the time of his death were 3 months old and 3 years old. When he was deployed in 2005 in November, it was his first deployment, but 6 weeks later, he was killed. So it was an opportunity that he had to, perform his function.
Through the years following his son's death, the grieving father wanted a way to publicly honor and remember every American fallen service member. He is now the creator of the Honor and Remember flag, a flag that is a national symbol of remembrance.
As Americans, because someone else's son or daughter is dying for their country, so yours doesn't have to, the least that we should be is appreciative, is thankful.
In Ashwaubenon, Valerie Juarez, NBC 26.
Thank you, Valerie. And if you want to learn more about the Honor and Remember flag, you can text the word flag to 7177 to get more details about what each icon symbolizes. And today,